Good morning, friends. Let me ask you something. How do you start your day? Do you roll out of bed feeling stiff and sluggish? Or do you wake up with a little spark of energy? The truth is, the way you start your morning sets the tone for the whole day, especially after 60. And today, I'm going to share with you a simple, gentle morning routine that can help you feel more energetic, balanced, and ready to enjoy life. Let's talk about what happens in those first few minutes after you wake up. A lot of us, out of habit, swing our legs out of bed as soon as the alarm rings, or we sit up quickly and rush to start the day. But if you're over 60, your body doesn't always respond well to that sudden movement. You might feel dizzy, lightheaded, or even a little unsteady on your feet. That's completely normal. After hours of lying still, your blood pressure and circulation need a moment to catch up. That's why waking up slowly can make such a big difference. Instead of jumping out of bed, try this once you open your eyes. Stay under the covers for a minute or two. Take a deep breath. Stretch your arms above your head, gently wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe roll your ankles in small circles. These tiny movements tell your body, okay, we're getting ready to start the day. It's like warming up an old car before you drive it. You wouldn't just slam on the gas the second you turn the key. Your body deserves that same gentle start. Some people also find it helpful to slowly sit up in bed rather than doing it all at once. You can roll onto your side first, push yourself up with your hands, and then let your legs dangle over the edge of the bed before standing. This gives your body time to adjust, especially if you sometimes struggle with balance. Think of it as giving your brain and blood pressure a little warning, hey, we're about to stand up. This one simple step can prevent that dizzy spell many people feel in the morning. Now let's talk about water. A lot of people reach straight for their coffee in the morning, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying a cup of coffee or tea. But before you do, give your body the thing it really needs. Water. During the night, even though you're not sweating much, your body still loses fluids. Breathing alone uses up water, and you've gone 7 or 8 hours without drinking anything. That's why your mouth sometimes feels dry when you wake up. Your body is gently asking, can I have some water, please? Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning is like giving your body a fresh start. It helps your digestion, it wakes up your organs, and it even makes your brain feel more alert. Some people notice that morning headaches or grogginess improve once they make this a daily habit. And here's a little tip. Keep a glass or bottle of water on your nightstand before you go to sleep. That way, it's the first thing you see when you wake up. No excuses, no forgetting. If plain water feels boring, you can make it more enjoyable. Try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber. The light flavor can make it feel refreshing, almost like a mini spa treatment at home. Another idea is to drink it slightly warm, almost like tea. Warm water can feel soothing, especially on chilly mornings. You might be wondering, how much water should I drink right away? You don't need to chug a big bottle. Even half a glass is better than nothing. Start small and build the habit. Over time, you'll notice that your body actually begins to look forward to that morning sip. Here's a simple routine you could try tomorrow. After your alarm goes off, take a few deep breaths in bed, stretch gently, and sit up slowly. Keep that glass of water within reach, and take a few sips before standing. Then move into your morning as usual. That's it. Just a couple of easy steps, but they can make your morning smoother and your body happier. I know these things sound small, but they add up. By waking up slowly, you're protecting yourself from dizziness or falls. By hydrating, you're giving your body the fuel it needs to feel refreshed. Together, they set the stage for a calmer, healthier morning. And here's the best part. You're in control of this routine. It doesn't cost a penny. It doesn't require fancy equipment. It's just you, your body, and a glass of water. These little acts of care send a powerful message to yourself. I matter. My health matters. My mornings matter, so tomorrow, instead of rushing, take it slow. Stretch, breathe, sip some water, and ease into your day. It's a gentle reminder that caring for yourself doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, the simplest habits bring the biggest rewards. And when you start your morning with kindness toward your body, you give yourself the gift of a healthier, happier day ahead. When you wake up in the morning, your body has been still for hours. It's no surprise that you might feel stiff or creaky. Maybe your shoulders feel tight, or your knees don't bend as easily as they used to. That's where gentle movement or stretching comes in. It doesn't mean an intense workout, and it's not about pushing yourself. It's about slowly waking up your muscles and joints so you can move more comfortably throughout the day. Think of your body like a door hinge. If a hinge hasn't been used in a while, it squeaks and resists. But when you oil it, it moves smoothly again. Stretching is like oiling the hinges of your body. It loosens things up and helps you avoid stiffness later on. You don't need a gym or special clothes to do this. You can start right in your bedroom or living room. For example, when you're sitting on the edge of the bed, try rolling your shoulders forward and back a few times. That simple move releases tension in your neck and upper back. Or while standing, lift your arms slowly over your head like you're reaching for the ceiling. Hold it for a few seconds, then let your arms drop down. You'll feel a gentle release, almost like a sigh of relief for your muscles. If your legs feel stiff, one easy stretch is to stand and gently march in place for a minute. You don't have to lift your knees very high, just enough to get blood flowing into your legs. Another option is ankle circles. While sitting down, lift one foot off the floor and slowly rotate your ankle in a circle, first clockwise, then the other way. This helps keep your ankles flexible and improves balance. The key here is to move slowly and listen to your body. If something hurts, stop right away. Stretching should never feel painful. It should feel like a gentle tug, not a sharp pull. You're not training for the Olympics. You're simply giving your body a little love and care. Breathing makes stretching even more powerful. As you raise your arms or roll your shoulders, take a slow, deep breath in. As you relax, breathe out. This rhythm calms your mind while your body loosens up. It's like giving yourself a double dose of peace. Your muscles and your thoughts both settle down. Another nice way to add gentle movement is with a short morning walk. You don't have to go far. Even 5 or 10 minutes around your home or in the yard can get your blood flowing. If you enjoy music, put on a favorite song and sway or step to the rhythm. Moving doesn't always have to look like exercise. It can be fun and playful too. If you like structure, you could try a simple stretching routine. 3 shoulder rolls, 3 arm stretches overhead, 3 ankle circles per foot, and then a gentle twist of the waist while standing. That whole routine takes less than 5 minutes. But those 5 minutes can help reduce stiffness, improve posture, and give you a burst of energy. Here's another practical tip: use furniture for support. If you're doing a standing stretch and feel unsteady, place one hand on the back of a chair or on the wall. Safety comes first, always. Over time, you may notice your balance improving, and you won't need that support as much. One of the biggest benefits of gentle movement is how it makes everyday activities easier. When you stretch in the morning, bending to pick something up, climbing stairs, or even reaching for a cupboard becomes smoother. It's like giving your body a head start before the day's demands kick in. And let's not forget the mental boost. Stretching can lift your mood. It's a quiet moment where you're focusing on yourself and your well-being. Even just a few minutes of movement can leave you feeling more awake and ready to take on the day. So tomorrow morning, instead of rushing to your coffee or sitting stiffly at the table, give yourself those few minutes. Roll your shoulders, stretch your arms, move your ankles, or take a little walk. Think of it as greeting your body with kindness. The truth is, you don't have to do everything perfectly. What matters is showing up for yourself each morning. These gentle movements are like a gift you give your future self, a way to stay flexible, steady, and comfortable as you enjoy your day. And when you start your morning by caring for your body in such a simple way, you're setting yourself up for a healthier, happier life. one stretch at a time. Breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day, and for good reason. After a full night's sleep, your body has been running on empty for hours. Imagine your car sitting in the driveway all night. In the morning, before you head out on a trip, you'd want to fill the tank. Breakfast is your fuel, and when you're over 60, the right fuel can make a big difference in how you feel for the rest of the day. The first thing to understand is that a good breakfast doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. You don't need a chef in the kitchen or exotic ingredients. What matters most is balance. You want a mix of foods that give you energy, help you stay full, and keep your mind sharp. That means including protein, healthy carbs, and maybe a little bit of good fat. Let's talk about some simple examples. Oatmeal is a classic breakfast, and for good reason. It's warm, easy to chew, and fills you up. You can make it more interesting by adding fruit like bananas, berries, or apples. A sprinkle of cinnamon or a few nuts on top gives it extra flavor and crunch. Another great option is yogurt. Choose plain or low-sugar yogurt and add a handful of nuts or a spoonful of fruit. That way, you're getting protein for strength and calcium for your bones. Eggs are also a wonderful choice. Scrambled, boiled, or made into an omelet with some vegetables. They're quick to prepare and packed with nutrients. If you enjoy toast in the morning, try whole grain bread instead of white bread. Whole grains give you more fiber, which is good for digestion and keeps you feeling satisfied longer. Add a little avocado or peanut butter on top, and you've got healthy fats that your body needs. Some people worry about not having enough time or energy to cook in the morning. If that's you, plan ahead. You can prepare overnight oats the evening before, so in the morning, all you have to do is grab them from the fridge, or boil a few eggs ahead of time and keep them ready to eat. Even a smoothie can be a quick solution. Blend some fruit, yogurt, and maybe a handful of spinach for a refreshing drink that's easy to digest. Hydration also plays a role here. Remember that glass of water you had earlier. After that, enjoy your morning tea or coffee if you like, but try not to rely on caffeine alone. A warm cup of herbal tea like chamomile or green tea can be soothing and a nice part of your breakfast ritual. Now, let's look at why skipping breakfast isn't the best idea. When you don't eat in the morning, your blood sugar can dip, leaving you feeling tired, weak, or even a little shaky. That can make it harder to concentrate or enjoy your day. For seniors, steady energy is especially important since you want to avoid sudden drops that can make you feel unsteady on your feet. A simple, nutritious meal in the morning helps keep your energy more even throughout the day. Of course, breakfast isn't only about the food. It can also be a time to slow down and enjoy a little peace before the day begins. Sitting at the table with your meal, maybe by a sunny window, can be a calming ritual. Some people like to read the paper, listen to soft music, or just enjoy the quiet. That little pause can make the day feel less rushed and more intentional. If you live alone, breakfast can be a nice moment of self-care. If you live with a partner or family, it can become a shared moment of connection. Either way, treating breakfast as more than just fuel can make it a pleasant and meaningful part of your routine. The key thing to remember is that breakfast doesn't have to be big or heavy. It just has to be nourishing. Even a small bowl of fruit with some yogurt or a piece of whole grain toast with an egg is enough to get your body going. What matters most is that you're giving your body the respect and care it deserves after a night of rest. So, tomorrow morning, think of breakfast as a gift you give yourself. Instead of rushing or skipping it, sit down to something simple and wholesome. Notice how it makes you feel, not just in the moment, but through the whole day. A good breakfast isn't only about food. It's about starting the day with energy, balance, and a little joy. And when you begin your mornings this way, you're not just feeding your body, you're feeding a healthier, happier life. Mornings can set the tone for the entire day, and one of the best gifts you can give yourself is a few minutes of calm. It doesn't have to be long. Even 5 minutes of quiet time can change how you feel, how you think, and how you handle whatever comes your way. Life after 60 can be busy in its own way, doctor's appointments, errands, family, or simply managing the day to day. That's why it's even more important to carve out a little pocket of peace just for yourself. Think of calm time as a reset button for your mind and body. When you wake up, your thoughts might immediately jump to chores, phone calls, or worries. But pausing before all that allows you to start with clarity instead of clutter. It's like clearing the table before setting down a fresh meal. You're making space for the good stuff. So, what does a few minutes of calm look like? For some, it could mean sitting in a favorite chair with a warm cup of tea. For others, it might be closing your eyes, taking slow breaths, and simply listening to the sounds around you. You don't need to meditate like a monk or sit cross-legged on the floor. Just being still and giving yourself permission to pause is enough. Breathing exercises are one of the simplest ways to create calm. Try this. Sit comfortably, place a hand on your stomach, and take a slow breath in through your nose. Feel your belly rise as the air fills your lungs. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth. Do this 3 or 4 times. You'll notice your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, and your whole body start to unwind. It's amazing how something so simple can shift your mood. Reading something uplifting is another option. Maybe it's a short prayer, a verse, or even a few lines of poetry. These little words of encouragement can act like a gentle guide for the day ahead. If you enjoy journaling, you could spend a couple of minutes writing down what you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be big. Something as small as the sunshine through my window or my hot cup of coffee can bring a smile to your face. Some people find calm through sound, listening to soft music, nature sounds, or even sitting by an open window to hear birds chirping can be deeply soothing. It reminds you that the world is bigger than your worries and that there's beauty around you if you take a moment to notice. If you prefer movement, gentle practices like slow stretching or even simple yoga can also count as calm time. The key is to do it with intention, not rushing, not multitasking, just focusing on how your body feels as you move. Pair it with deep breathing, and you'll feel centered and refreshed. It's also helpful to make this a ritual. For example, you might decide that after your morning glass of water, you'll sit quietly for 5 minutes before doing anything else. Or you might pair calm time with breakfast, spending the first few bites in silence before turning on the TV or checking your phone. By linking calm time to something you already do, it becomes a natural part of your day. Now, let's talk about distractions. It's easy to think, I don't have time to sit still. But the truth is, you don't need a big block of time. Even 2 or 3 minutes of calm can make a difference. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Try leaving your phone in another room during this time. Give yourself permission to disconnect from the constant buzzing and dinging. Those notifications can wait. Your peace of mind cannot. Why is this so important, especially as we get older? Because stress takes a bigger toll on our health than we often realize. Calm moments lower blood pressure, relax tense muscles, and improve focus. They help us feel less rushed, less irritable, and more patient. It's like watering a plant. Without that regular care, it wilts. With just a little attention, it thrives. Your mind and body work the same way. The beauty of calm time is that it's completely yours. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Whether it's breathing, praying, reading, or just sitting quietly, what matters is that it makes you feel grounded. These little pauses remind you that you are more than your to-do list, more than your aches and pains, more than yesterday's worries. You are here now, and that's worth honoring. So tomorrow morning, try giving yourself those few minutes. Find a comfortable spot, breathe, and let the world slow down just for a bit. Notice how your body feels. Notice the peace that comes with stillness. Starting your day this way is like wrapping yourself in a warm blanket of calm before stepping out into the world. And when you begin your mornings with peace, you open the door to a healthier, happier life, one quiet moment at a time. One of the nicest ways to brighten your mornings is to give yourself something to look forward to during the day. It doesn't have to be a big event or a complicated plan. Even the smallest things, A phone call with a loved one, a favorite hobby, or a walk in the park can add a spark of joy to your routine. Having something on your calendar, no matter how simple, gives the day a sense of purpose and excitement. When we don't plan anything enjoyable, it's easy for days to blend together. Wake up, do chores, watch TV, go to bed. It can start to feel repetitive. But when you wake up knowing, oh, today I get to work on my puzzle, or this afternoon I'll water my garden and enjoy the flowers, the day feels different. It feels lighter and more meaningful. That little bit of anticipation can carry you through the less exciting parts of your day. Think about the things that make you smile. It might be reading a few chapters of a good book. Maybe it's baking a simple recipe you love, like banana bread or homemade soup. Or maybe it's catching up with a friend or grandchild over the phone. These aren't huge activities, but they add flavor to your day. They give you something to wake up for beyond the usual routine. If you enjoy being outdoors, plan a short walk. It doesn't have to be long or fast. Just stepping outside, breathing fresh air, and noticing the trees or sky can be uplifting. You could even make it more fun by pairing it with something else, like listening to your favorite music while you walk, or picking a flower to bring inside and place in a vase. For those who enjoy hobbies, set aside time to do them on purpose. If you like knitting, painting, or even doing crosswords, don't just leave it for whenever I get to it. Instead, say to yourself, after breakfast, I'll sit down for 20 minutes and knit. That small plan turns your hobby into something to look forward to instead of just a maybe. Social connections are another wonderful thing to plan. Even a quick call to check in on a friend or family member can lift your spirits, and it works both ways. They'll likely feel happier too. You could also plan to meet a neighbor for coffee, attend a local community event, or visit the library. These little outings or connections add variety and warmth to life. It can also be helpful to write down your plan, even if it's something small. A simple note on a calendar or a sticky note on the fridge can remind you that today holds something special. Seeing it in writing makes it feel more real, almost like an appointment with happiness. Of course, some days don't go as planned. Maybe the weather keeps you indoors, or your energy isn't what you expected. That's okay. Have a backup joy list, a collection of simple things you can do at home that still make you feel good. Maybe it's listening to an old favorite album, watching a comforting movie, or trying a new puzzle. That way, you'll always have something to turn to, no matter what the day brings. The most important thing to remember is that what you plan doesn't need to impress anyone else. It's about what makes you feel happy, peaceful, or excited. Even the smallest plan can make the day feel brighter. It's like placing a little light in the middle of your schedule, something you can look toward with a smile. So, tomorrow morning, before the day gets busy, ask yourself, what's one thing I can look forward to today? Keep it simple, keep it doable, and make it something that truly brings you joy. When you wake up with that thought in mind, it changes your whole outlook. Life after 60 is not about rushing, it's about savoring. By giving yourself something to look forward to each day, you're reminding yourself that joy doesn't come only from big events or special occasions. It comes from the small, everyday moments you choose to create. And when you live with that kind of purpose, every day becomes a little happier, a little healthier, and a lot more meaningful. To recap, hydrate, move gently, eat a good breakfast, enjoy a few calm moments, and plan something that brings you joy. Simple steps, but powerful ones. Remember, mornings don't have to be rushed or stressful. They can be the best part of your day. And no matter your age, it's never too late to create a routine that makes you feel good inside and out. Take it one step at a time, and soon, your mornings will feel brighter, easier, and full of life. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead!